storybook to fill virtue's hunger. Running wild and living free, riding high on that carousel.
Biker TV is brought to you by Parts Canada and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Join Biker TV at Summer Ride, Summerside PEI. Advanced Welding Techniques, training for success. Welcome to Biker TV, by bikers, for bikers. This week on Biker TV, classic bikes at the Paris Vintage Bike Show. The Ryan Villopoto Bike Charity Auction. Support Radio for Radiation. More wicked drag racing in Medicine Hat, Alberta. But first, the 12th annual Bikertoberfest. Welcome back to Biker TV, simply the best in Canadian motorcycling. I'm here in beautiful Fenwick, Ontario at Centennial Park, home of an excellent annual biker bash. This is the 12th annual Bikertoberfest. Check it out. I think I need to know what's acceptable, respectable. How you doing?
Good, Heather. How are you?
Good to see you, Bruce. I'm awesome.
Yeah, what a beautiful day.
I know, it's refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah, after last year and all the rain, we walked around in rubber boots and looked like ducks.
I know.
But we had a good time.
We did have a good time, and we had an all-day wet t-shirt contest last year.
Yes, and the show went on.
The show went on. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But many more people here today.
Yes, I think there's about between 11 and 12,000 people been in here and out of here.
That's awesome.
This is the biggest we've ever had it. It's all about having fun.
That's right.
And giving back to the community. And I love doing it.
Let's talk about the charities involved a little bit.
Okay.
Who benefits from Bikertoberfest?
The charities are Lions Foundation of Canada, which is all the guide dogs. We buy usually 1 or 2 guide dogs a year with the money. And the diabetes research and community projects.
Hey, Rose.
Hey, Heather. Long time no see. Good. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
How'd the poker run go this morning?
Actually, it was a dice run.
Dice run?
Dice run. We had 141 people sign up. It was a great ride. We went to Brofield. Everyone was happy there to see us. I mean, when you see 140 bikes show up, you know, there's a lot of sales of hamburgers and pop and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's overwhelming probably.
Yep.
Because last year there was a handful because it was torrential.
10.
10. Good on you guys, though. You guys roll hard in any weather.
Yeah. Well, it was fun last year, but it's a lot more fun this year.
We come out and help the Lions with the show and shine every year. I think this is our 12th year.
I think you've got the most competitors here this year.
Oh, it's amazing. This is over 100, which is a record for us.
That is a record.
Every year we get more and more. It's great. They do a great job here.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
It's been a long day for the dogs.
It has, yes. They've been here for a while.
And what's your involvement with the guide dogs?
I am a foster parent with the dog guides. The Lions Foundation of Canada has about 300 dogs in foster, so they depend on the generosity and volunteering of the foster families to look after the pups from the time they're about 6.5 weeks old until they're about a year old.
Oh, very nice. And this event helps with that.
Yes. Yeah, so the Lions Foundation, all of their money goes towards the dog guides, and the Fenwick Lions here is putting on the Bikertoberfest, and some of the proceeds is going towards the dog guides.
Well, that's a wonderful charity. And these are future guide dogs.
They are. So Rena here, the bigger one, she's 6 months old, and then Coral is almost 4 months.
Coral needs a nap.
Yes.
So cute.
They are a little tuckered out from greeting everybody.
Right on. This is your bike, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Spider.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Greg Walker from Hamilton.
Greg Walker, you're from Hamilton?
Yep.
Cool. How long have you been riding this machine?
3 years.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Probably goes pretty good, eh? It's got that independent front suspension, so you get to corner like a maniac.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. It was pretty fast.
Yeah. How long have you been on a trike?
3 years. Just my first bike. I was looking at a bike, and then I bought a Volkswagen trike, originally, and then it got screwed up. So then I went back to the dealership, and he remembered me, so he bought this, and he knew I wanted to ride, and he's like, man, you can ride. So they did this whole setup for me, and
The dealership built that for you?
yeah.
That's so solid.
Yeah.
Good people or what?
Yeah.
That's great. It looks like it works pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Well, good for you. That's awesome. Who do you ride with?
Hamilton Bikers Church.
Oh,
out of
yeah.
Hamilton. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've seen you guys on the
Yeah.
internet and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
That's
We
good.
have services Thursday nights.
Nice. So your bike's in the show and shine at Bikertoberfest. That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Do you always come to Bikertoberfest?
No, it's my first year actually, so
Pretty
hopefully
great,
I win.
isn't it?
I don't know how I'm gonna get the trophy home, but hopefully I win.
Oh, we'll figure that out. You got a bungee cord somewhere, don't you?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, we'll borrow a bungee for you.
Yeah.
Strap that down. Tell me about your machine here.
Originally it was a 2010 Ultra Classic with 2 wheels. I had it triked with a motor trike kit, and the trailer I had made at Sarasota Trailers right here in Ontario,
Really?
and color matched to the bike, obviously.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
That's a
thanks.
relocatable home.
Right? Oh yeah, it's got a twin bed in it and 20 cubic feet of storage underneath the mattress. And,
What do you think of Bikertoberfest?
oh, I love it. I've been here quite a few years. And,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I think this is the biggest one ever that I saw.
It is huge. After the break, classic bikes at the Paris Vintage Bike Show in Paris, Ontario.
We take people that want to get into the industry, and we spend 15 weeks with them, and we prepare them to work in an authorized Harley-Davidson dealership as a technician. Harley-Davidson training. The sky's the limit.
Spady Transport, now hiring owner-operators. Join today and work for the very best. Now hiring owner-operators. Spady Transport.
Dragon Jeans, what Biker TV rides in. Protect your assets. Dragon Jeans.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Tilbury Auto Sales RV Yamaha. One-stop shop. Over 300 units in stock. RVs, power sports, autos, Yamaha. Financing for everyone. TilburyAutoSales.com.
Conquer Motorcycles. Conquer your ride. Custom Rides and Rods, a must-stop in Kelowna, BC. Conquer Motorcycles. Closed captioning by Great Job Hogtunes, supporting radio for radiation. Congratulations, Billy.
As a CVMG National Rally, it's 42 years, but this year marks our 25th anniversary in Paris.
We have the 1914 Hendy Special that was built in Toronto as the marked bike.
So what do you know about the bike?
Well, I know it was built in Toronto by the Indian Corporation, and the big deal with this particular model was electricity. They wanted to have electric lights. They wanted to have electric start. And so in order to do that, it had to have a battery. And unfortunately, the batteries back then, in that time period, weren't sufficient enough to supply the juice and keep these bikes going.
What's going on here today?
Well, the biggest thing is this display with the Canadian Indian, and in the Agri building over there, they have a display of that particular model. Plus, they have a bunch of Indian guys that have brought their motorcycles in sort of as support. So that's worth a visit over there to see. So, yep, that's the big deal. Runs all weekend. Started yesterday at noon. Runs today's the big day.
What else?
Tomorrow's a concours.
Swap meet and stuff.
Oh, big
here?
time in the inside. There's a flea market, and if you get to visit those folks, they got lots of parts for sale and good deals and leftover stuff. And I got myself a wheel for my Indian.
So tell us about this.
This is a mongrel.
A mongrel?
Well, it shouldn't be a mongrel because it's a panther, right? Dogs are mongrels, right? So cats are, what do you call cats when it's, anyway, a cross between something and something, right? Yeah. It's a 31, it's a 1931 motor, but it's got a combination of BSA parts, and so it's not original. That's why I call it a mongrel, so.
See, a one cylinder?
One cylinder, 500cc.
Why Paris?
We've been here, what's this, our 4th year?
Yeah.
Some of us can remember when these bikes were new. I don't, but these guys do.
Years and years ago, it was very much all about the British bikes, but as we progress through time, you're having younger generations, and I don't think the British bikes speak to them as well as the Japanese bikes do. So the next generation coming up will be more interested in the bikes of their youth.
Did you see a favorite bike or anything?
Yeah, I've seen some of the bikes I used to drool about when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of neat.
Which bike's that?
I seen a nice old Norton Commando, and I thought that was the Cat's Meow way back when. And now it's a little bike.
No, you want one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I
Second
want.
bike?
Well, maybe a second one.
Yeah.
You know, take some garage space up.
Little bit of gas, little bit of retard.
Oh, you got a kicker.
And it didn't start, you see?
It will.
Hang on. There she is.
After the break, the Ryan Villopoto Bike Charity Auction. Support Radio for Radiation. Biker TV is brought to you by Hip Cycle, where Biker TV goes. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. Bikertoberfest 2015, Live to Ride. Flat Track Canada, almost time for action-packed family racing. Congrats on the new location, Custom Creations, Cycle and Ink, Cambridge, Nova Scotia.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank. Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. Laidlaw Carriers Tank. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Every type of cool car, all the car clubs. Artistry in iron motorcycles. Who has Canada's coolest big rig? The Trucker Television Show and Shine. Swap meet, farm equipment, boats. World-class plowing match. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
12-gauge customs. Award-winning trucks. Big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call. 12-gauge customs.
Atlantic Canada's largest motorcycle rally, the Wharf Rat Rally, Digby, Nova Scotia.
My name's Pez. I'm the owner of Hogtunes. We do all our shipping globally right out of this location to our distribution partner, Drag Specialties, who has us in Canada, United States, and all over Europe. Hogtunes started as a company that started making speakers for the Harley-Davidson touring world. Grew and grew. We started getting into amplifiers and then what I'll call hard parts, like our tweeter pod was really popular, and now we're doing the saddlebag lid speakers, which are also super popular. And when we have time and the ability to get our hands on the bikes, we start venturing off into Kawasaki Vaquero, like the one seen here, Gold Wings. We're working on stuff for Victories now. We're also working on stuff for UTV World as well. Ryan Villopoto is basically the Wayne Gretzky of the motocross world, supercross world. I mean, this kid's won more championships. He's the most focused athlete I've ever met in my life. You know, he just set the standard as far as wins. Pretty hard kid to beat. Anybody who's anybody that knows anything about motocross or supercross will understand that Ryan Villopoto is the top dog for the last 5 or 6 years. No question. Ryan won his 3rd consecutive supercross championship, and Kawasaki USA, Monster Energy Kawasaki, wanted to reward him with a bike. This is the bike. While the idea was floating around of doing a bike for him, Parts Unlimited asked a bunch of vendors, me included, to participate where we could in making the bike as cool as it is. So, you know, people like RC Components donated the rims and the brake rotors. Dunlop did the tires, Clock did the windshield. LA Choppers did all the handlebars and the grips, etc. Saddleman did a custom seat with the RV logo built right in it. We did the audio system, obviously. So we were in the development of the audio system for Vaqueros when this whole project came upon us. And actually, the audio system that's in this bike, we flew over from the factory for this bike, and it is literally serial number 0001. And Jesse Jurgens from Legend Air Ride Suspension did a one-off air ride suspension for this bike. The bike got put together. You know, Ryan went out and won his 4th Supercross championship, and right around that time, him and I had done a deal to have me take ownership of the bike, with the understanding that 100% of the proceeds would be donated to the Radio for Radiation campaign as part of an auction that I would set up with Radio for Radiation. So the bike is truly a one-off for him. We figured that not only is a Kawasaki Vaquero one killer bike on its own, but one this customized and with Ryan's name tied to it could really attract some big dollars for the charity. We have the website hogtunes.com/RV2, but the main website that you can get to through our website to place a bid is r4rmotorcycle.com. The bike will be on display with Parts Canada in their booth at all the major motorcycle shows across Canada. The bike's going to get a ton of exposure. I'm going to be at the Edmonton show working it. The bike will be at the Toronto show in February, and we're going to have staff there. The most important thing is let's raise money and like I said, get this machine funded for the unfortunate people that have to take use of it. One of the cool parts about the way we have the auction set up is that whoever wins the auction pays the charity directly. So if one other business owner out there is looking for a really nice tax deduction, this could be it. Nothing would make me happier than having this machine in Barrie and nobody needs it. That's my main goal. Just cure cancer once and for all and be done with it. Move on.
After the break, CMDRA drag racing action in Medicine Hat, Alberta. Dragon Jeans, the authentic motorcycle jeans. Biker TV rides safe in Dragon Jeans. Dragon Jeans, what's covering your butt? The Bikers Reunion. Bikers battling cancer. New Liskeard, Ontario. Canada's biggest ride, the Freedom Ride. 15 miles of motorcycles. We want you. The Bikers Reunion.
Ontario Truck Driving School. Your path to success. Training for your future. Thousands of jobs. Ontario Truck Driving School.
Welcome back to day 2 for the CMDRA at the Medicine Hat Drag Strip for the season finals. I'm Don Fergan, your host, and sun has finally come out for the day. It was awful darn cold this morning, plus 3 degrees, but the sun is shining now. We're in the 70-degree Fahrenheit range, and the track has really come around. So look forward to a really exciting day of racing.
We developed the Derringer engine, what, about 10 years ago or so now? Years, yeah. And back in, when we've been racing pro dragsters for 20 years, and in the old days, the old engines and stuff, we started to make so much horsepower running stock cases and cylinders and that, we literally would push the engine to pieces. It would make so much power that it wouldn't blow it apart, but it would just stretch the metal so badly and force it apart. So after every race, we wound up spending 15 to 20 hours rebuilding the engine, new cases, new crankshafts all the time. And it got to be real expensive. And also for anybody who was coming into the sport, we saw so many people coming into our class, and they'd have a catastrophic engine failure, make a slight tuning error, and then blow the thing to smithereens, and it'd be a $15,000 or $20,000 fix. Well, you can't afford too many of those.
They do it 2 or 3 times, and they step out of the class. They just go, this isn't any fun.
And now this motor now has become the standard for this pro dragster class now.
Absolutely, worldwide.
we're here with the Berserkers Racing and Evan, and it's a 3-bike crew, all in Pro Dragster, which are the Nitro class, and they also have Derringer engines on all 3 bikes, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. They're all weekend frames, Derringer motors with a Vickers clutch.
And they're very similar in terms of your paint jobs too. 2 bikes are almost identical.
Yeah, well, that's kind of our team colors, the purple and the white.
How do we tell you apart?
We'll look real close. We're all about motorcycle drag racing, so anything that we can do to help bring out the people and bring out the bikes, we're all for it.
This weekend I'm in the 10s. I've gotten down into the 9s, but my best time this year was a 9.4.
Excellent. So, your husband drives the Pro Dragster, and you're driving a Destroyer this year.
Yes, first year for both. We're loving it.
And you're doing quite well. You're not doing too bad in the points, are you?
No, doing pretty good.
What place are you in right now?
I was in 3rd place before this weekend, so we'll see how it goes.
Good, and that's for the Western Series.
Yes.
We have some riders out here from Eastern Canada, and find themselves facing a girl for once.
And they love it. They're all wonderful. They're great. They're all helping me out. It's a really great group of people.
So father and son team, you guys have been racing together for how many years now?
Well, when I started, Dan was crewing for me for about the first 3 or 4 years. That was 8 years ago. And then for the last 3 years, he's been on a bike as well. So we've been racing together. You know what he did to me on Father's Day at Grand Bend? He kicked my ass and won the race.
I understand you guys started way back when, bracket racing, a small bike up in Peace River country, and have kind of moved up the ranks into Superbike and now into Pro Mod.
Yeah, we've been at this for 23 years, and been about the last 10 years we've been racing in the Pro Mod class. So actually we started out running a 12-second bike, and now we're running a 6-second bike, so it's been a progression.
Tell us a little bit about the bikes.
Electronic fuel injection, alcohol, turbocharged, boost controller.
How many speeds in the transmission?
3.
3 speeds, right?
And then we just went to a Gen 2 clutch this year, and that's been kind of a learning experience, but I think we kind of got it sorted out now.
We're here in the staging lanes with Dana. Now Dana come out this weekend. He's a first-time rider with us here in the CMDRA, and he got licensed. He made some runs in the 9-second range yesterday, did you not?
Yeah.
Good. And where did you end up qualifying on the ladder?
Second last.
Second last. Well, still not so good, but you're licensed, and that's the main thing. Now you can run with the rest of you guys.
Yeah.
So you having a good time out here doing this?
Oh, you bet.
So you come back again?
Yeah.
Yeah, better than racing on the street, isn't it?
Well, we don't race on the street.
We all take pride in our rides. Send us a picture of your sweet bike, and it might be on national TV. 2 wheels, good enough for Biker TV. Like us on Facebook and check us out at bikertv.ca. We all take pride in our rides. Send us a picture of your sweet bike, and it might be on national TV. Next week on Biker TV, more wicked drag racing in Medicine Hat, Alberta. Rockin' Fenwick at Bikertoberfest. More classic bikes at the Paris Vintage Bike Show. First annual Biker TV Support Our Troops ride in Calgary, Alberta. Biker TV is brought to you by Join Biker TV at Duke's 10th Anniversary Party and VON Ride. Biker TV advertising works. We speak to millions. Parts Canada and Drag Specialties. We support the sport.
We should have met years ago when we were younger. Live life from a storybook to fill love